Let's get into NBA. We don't got much in the NBA, but there's always something going on. What do you think? What do you think about what do we start with? Let's start with one of the craziest things. Let's start with Russell. I think Russell's playing great.
Oh yeah,
and he has Denver winning. A lot of people gotta eat their words.
yeah. They have him in the starting lineup. I think they're like 15-4 or 14-4 with him in the starting
lineup. Yeah, I mean he's been out playing their starter.
So. Well, the thing is, if you look at his averages, his numbers are worse than when he was in LA. Yeah,
are they?
Yeah, when he was in LA, he was averaging 18, 7, and 7.
Yeah, right now he's averaging like 14 points or something like that. Yeah.
Like 14, like 5 and 4, or something like that. 14.
I mean, is it? I don't.
What are you gonna say? Is Russ the problem?
No. What we said before we started recording, but it wasn't just Lakers. I know what the problem was with the Lakers. I know why he didn't, because LeBron. They play the same style of basketball.
Yeah, that's not gonna work.
So you have to take one of them off.
One of them was gonna have to develop a shot and play on the wing.
Exactly, and of course LeBron was gonna get the nod. So I understand the Lakers thing. I don't understand the rest of everybody else.
Nobody had a criticism about him until he went to LA.
But why did they trade him?
Huh?
Why did they trade him?
Who traded him?
The Wizards.
The Wizards didn't want to trade him.
So what happened there? He left?
The Wizards wanted him. The Wizards wanted to keep him, but I think he always wanted to play in LA.
Okay, so it was more
and like LeBron said, I want Russ. So I think they were just like, but like a lot of the players, like the Wizards team just made the trade or whatever. But like Beal wanted Westbrook to stay.
Well, yeah, that's another thing too with Russell. Like Russell doesn't have a problem in the locker room.
Yeah, like his teammates, they wanted him.
Everybody loves Russ.
Yeah, there was never any complaints about Russell in Washington. I think they were in the play-ins. Did they make the playoffs that year? Oh, I know they were in the play-ins.
Yeah,
I know they won.
I don't think they make the playoffs, but
I think they won a game in the playoffs.
He played good there.
I think he averaged a triple-double there.
Yeah, he played good. So it's weird for a player of his caliber to be in the position that he is. And he's still young. It's not like he's washed. He's still playing.
Well, the problem is, right, Russell Westbrook puts up numbers. So when your team is not winning, someone got to get the blame. And he just drew the short straw.
Yeah, but
that's just what happened.
It's crazy.
Because
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't like Russell's game like when he was in his prime, because it was like it just seemed too selfish to me. Where like I just don't know how you like when he was with Kevin, right? Like, dude, you're number 2. You're not number 1. Like, to me, I think he should have they should have played more off of Kevin. He should have been let Kevin score more points instead of you worrying about, all those points that you were scoring, and just focus on distributing rebounds and get your 20 points, but you don't have to be at 28 points a game.
Well, the issue with that was when Kevin got hurt, Russell got a taste.
And
once you get a taste, and there's nothing, you ain't gonna tell a dude in his early 20s.
Like he thought he was better than Kevin.
Yeah.
And to me, like that's what hurt Russell more than anything else. Was those years where like he wouldn't like take the back seat, and everybody just assumed like, oh, he don't care about winning. But he care about his numbers.
But the thing is, even though he did that, right, they didn't kill him in OKC.
No.
They just traded him because they thought, we're not winning, we're gonna tank. We'll do you a favor. Where you want to go? Oh, Houston, play with your boy. All right. Like, even though he was doing all the things you said, nobody ever complained about him.
I mean, Westbrook, like
that
chanting in Lakers, like every time he was gonna take a shot, was wild. That's so disrespectful.
Yeah, but it's like I said, it's like, all right, you got Russell Westbrook, you got LeBron James, you got Anthony Davis, all on the same team. They missed the playoffs.
Correct.
Not the play-ins.
The playoffs.
They missed the playoffs and the play-ins.
Melo was in there too, right?
Yeah, Melo was there. They missed the playoffs, and Melo was averaging like 13, or something like that. Yeah. They missed the play. Like they were like the number 11 seed, I think it was.
Yeah.
So like, someone got to get the blame, and he just drew the
short end. I also think it's more of like you said, knowing how to use Russ.
Yeah, you have to know how to use him. Like,
you gotta know, like you can't. He's not a shooter, bro. Like he's just.
They should have never made the move for him.
Exactly. They should have grabbed Buddy.
Anyone that's gonna play the role that was needed.
Everybody knows if LeBron is on your team, you need shooters, and you do not need like a point guard that's gonna like be the point guard. He's the point guard.
Yeah, you need a shooter,
you need shooters and defenders,
pretty much, and a guy who can get rebounds.
Exactly. So that was bad. Didn't Russell knew like, okay, this is not gonna fit, like, because it hurt his historical value of Russell Westbrook. It hurt him so much.
He went from like, I think he was making like 40-something million to like veteran minimum, like after he left LA, like after he left when he went to the Clippers.
And the thing is, Russell has a lot of game left. His athleticism, like his speed.
Oh yeah, no, he's still good.
Like and
I think Russ has also matured a little bit more too as well. I think that's happened. Like I think experiencing
what he experienced in the Lakers, yeah,
like that whole idea, like, because I'm sure before this happened with the Lakers, I'm sure he probably felt like I could be in the league for God knows how long.
Off the bench, hell no.
No, but I'm sure. No, but I'm saying, like, I'm sure he thought.
No. I'm saying to himself, he's probably.
Probably saying hell no off the bench. But what I'm saying is, like, he probably thought, like, he's probably never had a situation in a long time where someone was like, yo, this might be your last year in the league. So I think he kind of grew up and said, yo, I got to mold myself. Wherever I go, I just got to, like, fit, like...
Figure it out.
Like, so I think he's playing well for Denver, but I think he's trying to be like, this is my role. This is where I'm going to... Like, you're not going to see Russell Westbrook all of a sudden take 20 shots, like, on a Denver, uniform.
Uniform, yeah. And I think that's good. His attitude did change a little bit.
So he's changed a lot, seeing, like, yo, your days might be numbered.
But like I said... A lot of these people need to eat their words because they say he doesn't.
They're not going to eat their words. They're going to keep doing what they've been doing.
Not talking about it, pretending it's not happening.
They're going to do that, but then they're going to move on. Like, it's like D'Lo. D'Lo was another guy. Crucified D'Lo. Then next is going to be Rui, and then who knows? Might be Dalton because Reeves is playing well right now. So it might be Dalton. Might be next.
Let's talk Lakers. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know who's in charge. I don't know what they're doing. Because it's like, there's no future here. You should be trading these two guys. Because I don't think LeBron, like, unless you're going to get LeBron at like a minimum wage, then I'll keep LeBron. Like, if he's going to, next year, he's going to give me a big discount, which he's not. You're going
to have to give him $50 million.
Hell no.
A year.
Hell no. There's no way I pay LeBron that money anymore. He's not worth that money anymore.
He's not, but that's what he's demanding.
But see, that's the thing with the NBA that I have a problem with. Like, all these people just getting, like, money for no reason. Like, Paul George is like, who? Like, this 5 seasons ago that I already made my decision, I would not pay this guy. 5 seasons ago. And he's still getting paid. It's weird.
There's always that one team that's willing to do it.
I don't understand it. Like, it's just, is it for for what? Like, I don't.
Nostalgia, I guess. Like,
how many players have Paul George played with? Great players, great teams,
lot.
And nothing's happened. And granted, I know Paul, he's hurt a lot. Like, that's what happens with Paul. And during the playoffs, he's hurt. Because it's not like James Harden, where like he just disappears in the playoffs. Paul plays good. He just hurt all the time.
Yeah, he is. He is hurt a lot. I mean,
same thing with Anthony Davis. That's what I mean. Like, Anthony Davis, he's a great player. But I know he ain't going to make it to the playoffs healthy. I know this. Everybody knows this. Why are you, like, pretending he's untradeable? Like, I don't care about Anthony Davis, to be honest. Like, he hasn't proven anything. I don't know. The years that he has in the NBA, he has not proven that he's number one. So I don't have that respect. So I don't understand why the Lakers are, like, holding on to these two dudes. How many seasons has it been?
He's been there for a minute. He's 2019, like 6 seasons. LeBron been there. He went there in 2019. So what 6 seasons he's been there?
What else you want? Like, he's not getting younger. He's not getting healthier. He's not getting better. Like, what? Same thing with LeBron. Like, the Lakers for such a...
Well, I mean, Anthony's probably been there for like 5. And LeBron's been there for like 6.
Yeah, it's like, to me, it's like, okay, we got what we needed. We got the questionable championship. Clap for yourselves and move on. That's what I would have done if I'm in charge.
That's a logical thing to do, but exactly. I think that I think they're going more into like the attention. Like, we're getting the attention. Like,
it's the Lakers, bro. Like, the Lakers are gonna get attention even if LeBron ain't. Like, they're gonna. It's like the Celtics. like we don't need like no star. We're gonna get talked about. It's the Celtics. It's the Lakers. It's the New York Knicks. You don't need. It just makes no sense why they would do this.
It's not a normal move that the Lakers usually the Lakers usually make moves for the future, but like it's a new era, man. They've changed.
I understood Kobe. I understood them like holding out for Kobe. Kobe was there the whole time, gave you 5 chips.
Yeah, but when they held out for Kobe, right? When they did all that for Kobe, like they weren't. I don't think they were getting rid of assets.
Yeah, exactly.
Like they just knew we're gonna be bad and
exactly. But we'll
get lottery picks down the road.
My whole point is like they didn't act like this for Kobe. Why are you acting like this? Like, not that they didn't act like that for Kobe. I understood why they act like that for Kobe. It's Kobe. LeBron just got here. There is no like this is a great family player like the other ones. He's not a great Laker to me. So it's like I don't understand why can't you just trade him? Oh well, LeBron has a no trade clause, so I guess that part. But at least I wouldn't pay him no money. Like it is what it is, bro. Like you want to come back? Yeah, I need a discount. Like play, like give me something because you're not the same player. So give me something. Then maybe I'll keep LeBron. But Anthony Davis gone. I don't care who else. I wouldn't build with Anthony Davis. Period. So I don't understand. Like Anthony Davis to me is not maybe a third option for a championship team. That's it. That's about what he's good to me. Because of the injuries. Now I'm not talking about his game. I'm talking about because the guy can't stay in the court. So that's the only reason why I say that. If he was healthy, he's probably the most skilled big man we have.
Well, he's actually played most of the season this year. I think last year too. I don't think he got hurt much last year.
He was last year. He was always he played.
Well, that's how he made because they made the stipulation. Remember the 65 games.
Yeah,
and he made the All NBA team, so he had to play that 60. He played over 65.
Yeah, but it was like it's in the playoffs. He was hurt all the time. He was always limping. Like he's not playing out 100%. Like so, it's like you're on the floor, but you're not. It's like Embiid.
Nah, I wouldn't put him in it with Embiid.
Being hurt, I don't know.
I wouldn't. I think Embiid has like his own special category of like injury.
Well, yeah,
injured players.
But they're 1A, 1B. Like they get hurt so much. Like it's ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, my main issue with the Lakers is just how they just scapegoat. Like you are a bad team. Yeah. We all see it. Like stop blaming people.
Exactly.
Like just we're a bad team. That's it. Like just be honest
and give the blame to the head guy, like everybody else does.
Well, that's how a normal organization runs. Like you blame whoever the top guy, the manager. You blame when the team ain't working right. You
coaches, managers, and the top player,
your leaders. You bring them in a room. You don't bring in the janitor and be like, you ain't sweeping enough.
Exactly.
Like you know what I mean. That's what I see. Like I see them grabbing. Throwing the blame to like, guys off the bench and, guys like, like 4th, 5th options. I'm like, those guys aren't the guys to
exactly.
make or break you.
Exactly. So I don't know. I think the Lakers are, until the LeBron era is over, I think we ain't going to have a good Lakers team. And it's sad because Celtics are doing good. Knicks, I don't know, but the Knicks are like...
Honestly, I like it because as a Celtics fan...
But see, I was
talking to one of my friends. I was like, man, I hope LeBron plays another 5 more because it'll let Jason Tatum and Brown maybe win a couple more chips.
Yeah.
Keep them out the way.
Yeah, but imagine if we still win, but against good Lakers team without LeBron. But
no, that's better.
Even better.
See, that'd be better for basketball.
Exactly.
But I'm saying as a Celtics
fan,
keeps our rivals. It keeps them in a hole over there.
Yeah, true.
They're over there blaming each other and fighting amongst amongst them and
that's
whatever.
True. That
keeps them out of our way, so we can get another chip and then maybe another one.
In that sense, yeah. But also, I think, like you said, it's just the NBA needs like as much help as we can get. If we need the Lakers to be good, whatever we need help. So
for the ratings.
Yeah, the ratings and just the level of the game. Like it's just like the best game I've seen so far this season was Cavs versus OKC. And there's we don't talk about these organizations.
They're both playing good basketball right now. The Cavs, OKC, Houston.
Yeah, Houston.
I like good. Memphis. Memphis is playing tough.
You said it. Ja comes back. They're right back in the conversation. They're playing really good basketball, and Ja is a difference maker for real.
The whole, I mean, the key to it is like it's the same blueprint that the Celtics use. You get a bunch of young guys. You get a dog in the middle, like you know what I mean, like at the time we had Smart, and you let them go. You get a tough coach. Like, and I think that's the blueprint. Like you look at the Rockets, they're a young team. You get a couple veterans. You get some dogs in there. You get a coach as a dog. Like they win. You look at the same thing with OKC. You get a couple dogs in there. Get some young legs that are ready to run. You get a good coach.
It's
and you see the same. Like look at the Cavs. Like I mean, get some veteran type players, some young guys in there. You get a coach
not so hard.
Guys got a coach that can get them to run and then you get a good team.
I wish anybody, if you didn't watch that game, I wish anybody could go, because that's like what basketball should be everywhere. And there was no superstar there. Like, none of our superstars were in that game, and it was still competitive. And if anybody was watching that game, you would have kept on watching because it was.
Yeah, I don't understand why I feel like I said this early in the year too to some people. Like, oh no, there's just it's early in the season. But I'm like, the Cavs should be getting a little more attention. Like they're hooping.
They are. I mean, at this, and they beating good teams. It's not like they're just beating, the sub 500 teams. So, but I don't know. But they're in that same thing with me. Like I want to see them in the playoffs. Let's see what happens.
I agree. But like this is the thing. It's like if you wanna grow the sport, like you gotta, when these teams are on fire,
you have to.
It's the same thing that you see like in the UFC. Like. You know what I'm saying? If a fighter's hot, like you got to start promoting this guy so people start watching.
Exactly.
Like you can't just be like, let's see you in the playoffs, like because you know how long this has been going on and like people not watching. Then the playoffs, you expect people to just be tuning into this, like when they haven't been watching it all year.
They don't know nobody. They don't know.
Like I don't know this team.
Exactly.
So you want me to watch a 7-game series with a team I don't really watch?
I couldn't have said it better myself. That's part of the promotion that the NBA is lacking. Whereas like before, that's how it was promoted.
Yeah, I mean,
whoever's hot, whoever's good,
whoever's like. I remember back in the day, like you would see when Vince was on Toronto, you would see Air Canada, like you would see a lot of like Toronto stuff up. AI when AI was in Philly, like they didn't have like a ton of stars on those teams.
Exactly.
And now it's like, it has to be a specific team or a specific star that we're promoting. Like,
what do you think about Minnesota? What's happening there? I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a team go from this high to like this low.
Yeah.
Just from like one move. It's probably going to go down in history as one of the worst moves ever.
On paper, it looked like a good move, a solid move, because you'd be like, all right, Randall can give you points and rebounds and points and rebounds, but you get DiVincenzo. That was like what was
going to even it out.
You get DiVincenzo. So I was like, all right, that looks like. But then when you watch it put together, it's like, damn, Randall and Gobert,
don't mix.
They don't mix at all. Now you got, Edwards shooting like a bunch of threes.
And I don't know if is it do you think is it because you know how Cat will stretch the floor more than Randall? Is it?
Yeah, Cat was more of a threat on a 3-point.
It opened the lane up.
But I think Cat made quicker moves.
Yeah, he's not dribbling the ball.
Which when you got a guy that's making quicker moves, like it really makes the defense like you catch him off guard.
It doesn't stagnate.
Like when you got a guy just like getting his and one dribble mixtape moves going, like, and everybody's just like watching, like it's easy to load your defense. Like you're waiting for him because like this dude's taking 3-4 dribbles just to set up a move. Like I think Cat was quick. Like either he shot the 3 or he just ripped through and took 2 dribbles and got to the rim.
Yeah, and they ran an offense. Right now it seems like give the ball to Ant or give the ball to Randall. Like, see what they do. It's not working. I've never seen a team like make either Cat was that good or Randall's over.
I just think it's just the style of play that Randall. Yeah, it doesn't match. I think the style of. I think when they had Cat, it was more. The offense was flowing more. I just think right now it's not flowing. I mean, you can see the frustration and like Rudy in the paint. You know what I mean? He's out here getting 3 seconds on purpose.
All of them. I mean, this guy, that's one thing about Ant. Ant doesn't hold his tongue. He's saying it like our starting 5 is trash. He said it. And it's true.
Yeah.
It's true. So I don't know. I think it sucks for the NBA because we're not gonna get to see. If you're not in the playoffs in this day and era, you ain't gonna get the shine. And you ain't gonna be talked about.
I think Anthony Edwards might even leave if it continues like that. He might be out of there.
Yeah, it's just
I don't know where he goes. Maybe Miami. I don't know.
Yeah, it's tough if he leaves. I think it would have been cool if they. I think they should have kept that team together. At least the main two guys. I don't know why that move was made. Honestly, like,
that move was impulsive, bro. It was just like
what happened? Like we just made like the.
It wasn't Cat's even because Cat was surprised when they tried. He was like, "What the hell?"
Stay there. Like that was his team. So I don't understand. Like what
I don't
happened?
know. Minnesota must have really loved DiVincenzo. Like they must have been like DiVincenzo's on it.
I think people panic. You know, like you're doing good. Like they were doing good. They probably not used to doing good. They're like, oh, we're doing good. We didn't make it this year. Let's do something. And it just hurt them to the point where it's gonna be tough to recover. Like,
but the thing is, the team that got him right, the Mavs, they got a little bit better with I guess you can say they got a little bit better with Thompson, but they've been hurt. Like if they would have just stayed where they were at, the Mavs wasn't gonna be a problem because the Mavs is all injured. Like you just don't know. So like you should have just stayed. You should have just held your cards in your hands and just like
exactly. Like you were trending up the whole time with these two players. Why make that quick move? So
yeah, I thought that was a horrible move. The Knicks definitely won that trade.
Yeah, but the Knicks ain't playing as good as I thought they would be. That's another part. Like
yeah, they started off well, but I don't know. Now they're cooling down.
I don't know what's going on. Cat's playing good, and what's the other good? Brunson's playing good, but they're not really. It's not translating into wins.
Well, I mean, when it comes to the playoffs, I think we'll start seeing the difference.
You'll see, yeah. They might turn it up, like, in the playoffs. I would not want to face them in the playoffs. I know that.
Yeah, the Knicks are going to be tough in the playoffs, especially with Cat. I mean, Cat right now he's playing really well. I mean, you could argue that he's the third or fourth best big man in the league.
Yeah, right behind Giannis and
the Joker.
The Joker, yeah.
I mean, I would put him in front of Embiid right now.
Oh yeah, I mean, let's get into that. Philly is just. I feel bad for the fans. To be honest, I don't even feel bad for ownership because if you're that stupid, you deserve it. Like if you're gonna pay these injury-prone players, and it makes no sense. You haven't been injury-prone, and then you give a max contract to another injury-prone guy. At least like even it out. Like have a player that has a history of staying in the court, so Embiid can rest when he needs to. Now it's terrible.
Yeah, it's bad. But I would even bring it back some years back.
Before that, yeah.
Before all of this,
yeah.
They had all these lottery picks, and then
they traded Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, they traded. Yeah, that was another. They got rid of Jimmy Butler. They let him go.
Yeah.
That was a bad move. But there was a stretch where they had all these lottery picks.
Yep.
And they picked center after center after center. Like, they picked, what was it? Ben Simmons, who's basically a center with handles. They had Okafor.
Yep.
They had Nerlens and Embiid. 4 guys that can be a center. Oh, I'm like, why would you draft all these centers that you can't play them all?
That is, I didn't think of that. That is true.
Then they had the opportunity to draft Jason Tatum.
Missed that.
They missed that. They even had the opportunity to draft. Actually, no. I mean, they got Ben Simmons, but they could have. Jaylen Brown was in that.
In that mix. Also,
that mix, yeah. So they had the opportunity to get Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum.
This is the thing. How does the league is run by wing players right now? So why like focus on just centers?
They just picked because in college. These guys were like the best players.
So
but the thing is, you already have a center.
Exactly. You have to build your team, not just pick who's the best in draft.
Yeah. You have to. Whoever you pick with your lottery pick has to make sense. Or if you want him, get rid of the other guy, trade him to another team.
Or draft these guys and get good players from other teams. If whoever needs the center. So it's just sad because, like I said, I know we had this conversation. To me, Philly fans, that's a great. That's a great fan base, so it's sad what's happening over there. And they ride out with the process. You can't ask for the fans more. They roll with you. How many years now?
Yeah, no. They've been making horrible moves. Like I said, from the draft picks, they screwed up.
What do you?
Before all of this, getting Embiid and Paul, like before those injuries and all that, like this has been going on way before this. Like this has been going on for a long, long time.
And to be honest, like I was one of those players that, like I said, I hate. To me, the best what is that saying goes? The best attribute is reliability.
Yeah.
Like that's number one. Like I don't care how good you are. If you can't stay on the court, what good is it that you're great or you have great talent? So this is crazy to say, I would have traded Embiid and stayed with
Maxey?
With that too, but I would have traded even with Simmons.
Simmons?
When the whole thing happened, like, they were fighting, like I would have left Ben Simmons there. I know it's bad.
I don't agree with that.
No,
after what I've been seeing with Ben Simmons, I don't co-sign that.
No, after, like, hindsight is 2020, but at that time when it was happening, Ben was a good player, and I just knew that this guy was not going to stay on the court.
I would take 20 games from from Embiid than 82 from Ben Simmons.
Now we know this. Now, I mean, this guy is terrible, but at the same time, they're still in the same place. Maybe they could have gotten way more assets for Embiid when he was worth something.
Or we'll just trade them both and get more assets. Get rid of them both.
Trade everybody now. Like, except
Maxey. I'm keeping Maxey.
Keeping Maxey and the dancer dude. He comes back.
The dancer.
Like,
he actually could hoop, though.
He could hoop. The rest of it, I don't know. But he could hoop, so I keep him. But
it's time to hit the clean house button, man.
Yeah,
it's time to clean up. Everybody goes. Maxey, you can stay.
And this is the thing: ain't nobody paying anything for Embiid.
Like, listen, they are worse than Detroit. Detroit was offering chicken last year.
Crazy
for wins.
That's crazy.
And like, they're worse than Detroit.
Again, this is what I always tell you is like your office, your the top people in the organization are very important, because if not, this is what happens. You could have all the picks, everything handed to you,
and
you're gonna mess it up.
Everything you can ask for.
Look at what the Celtics did. We did it the right way. We rebuilt the perfect way.
Yeah, tricking everybody. We hustled everybody. Everybody got anyone. If you got a call from Danny Ainge or Brad Stevens, you got hustled.
You know when they were saying like, oh, all these picks, and they never like made like a crazy offer for like KD or any of these big stars.
Yeah.
Because they knew like that's not the right way to go. Every other team you see, they just follow the big name.
Bro, if I ever like got called by like Brad Stevens or Danny Ainge, I'm hanging up.
Yeah, it's like, nah.
You're not winning this trade.
Yeah, no.
You're not winning. Or Sam Presti. If Sam Presti calls you, hang up.
Correct. That same thing. Like, look what the guy from West.
Jerry West?
No, from the Knicks. I know his last name is West, the GM there too. He's also like, look what he did with that trade with this people. That's another one that's great.
Yeah, no, yeah. There's certain people with I think you call him Worldwide West.
Yeah, Worldwide West. Yeah. Like the players love him and he gets it done.
Yeah, like, there's certain GMs you don't pick up.
No,
because you know you're gonna get hustled somehow.
And
look how we got what's his name White. Derek White, or even like, Holiday. Like,
bro,
we traded a Holiday. We traded two injured guys.
Yeah, that was crazy. I was like, I don't even know how.
Because Brogdon had a shoulder issue, and then this dude with the knees, Williams.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Like, bro,
that was crazy.
And they both didn't really even play because they both got hurt.
That trade is why the East is in the like. That's why the Bucks are where they are. That's why the Celtics are where they are. Like, that trade, it is one of the craziest trades I've ever seen.
Yeah, that was wild. And the thing is, I was like, I used to always say this a lot. Like, back then, I used to be like, man, I like Drew Holiday. I wish we got Drew Holiday. Then when he went to the Bucks, I was like, fuck, like they got Drew Holiday. I always wanted Drew Holiday because I'm like, yo, Drew Holiday don't say anything. He just plays defense. He just plays the right way.
And he got no love in the Bucks. Like, they treated him like the side. Like, they didn't give him any love when he was there.
Yeah, so I was like, then when we got Drew Holiday, I'm like, damn, like that's a good pickup. I mean, I was hoping we kept Smart. I don't know if I'm in the majority or the few, but I like Smart.
I like Smart, but me and you had this conversation. I think Smart needed to go for Brown and Tatum to be able to.
No. Yeah, no, I agree. I agree all of that point.
Yeah,
I still like Smart though.
I do too. I mean, maybe if Brown and especially Tatum had a different like attitude, and they could have just like.
I think you could bring him back now.
Now they can. That'll be great. Now.
Yeah, bring him back.
Bring him back. Yeah.
I think he's.
Well, we have so many players though. Like our team is.
Yeah, but we're not keeping everybody though. Like,
no, no
you got Pritchard going crazy. Like, there's no way we're gonna be able to keep him.
Yeah,
and we're not. I mean, and some of the other role players, like, but we have some guys on the works. Like Walsh, I think will eventually. Yeah. As people leave, like he'll be able to
step in. Yeah.
Like I don't. Like I said, I don't know. We can't keep everybody.
Yeah, I think the Celtics are in like the best position out of any team. I think, you know who was up there who I thought was gonna be better, is Golden State.
Yeah, I thought they were gonna be better too. They started off hot, and then Buddy, I don't know what happened to his shot. Buddy, like, I don't know.
Even with like their assets, like they did management didn't do good. Like,
well, the thing is, they can still make moves. They have like for example, like they could go get Jimmy. For example, they can get Wiggins. I wouldn't trade Kuminga. I mean,
I wouldn't trade Kuminga.
But they can. I mean, you can put Wiggins with Moody. I don't know, whoever you want. You can throw Draymond in there.
I'll get rid of Draymond.
I was just a principle alone. I'd get rid.
Yeah, like
some of the shit he be doing. Like I'm just like,
yeah, it's not worth it anymore. Like the things that he does is not worth. Like
yeah, it's not worth.
It's not worth the headache. So I would trade him. I agree. Like with what some of the NBA, like Stephen A. is very adamant about. Like you have Steph Curry. How many you think you're gonna get another Steph Curry player anytime soon? He's still playing great. Give him what he needs.
Yeah, but you heard what Steph Curry responds to that though?
I heard it.
I like it though.
I like it from like, all right, I want my organization to be good when I'm not here. But this is the thing. I just don't know.
Yeah, but why is he like? That's the thing. It's like, listen, nobody else was ever entitled. Not even Kobe was ever entitled for the organization to just freaking throw everything away for him.
Well, if he's not good anymore, but Steph is still playing good.
And what happens when you trade everybody and they still not winning?
No, well, again, it has to be like smart trades, but you surround them like right now,
who honestly, who are you gonna get? Other than Jimmy Butler,
but see, that's the thing. It doesn't have to be like a big name. It doesn't have to be like a big name.
But give me a name. Like, give me a name.
You said Butler. Butler's there, and then who knows? Like maybe they could have been in the running for like Cat or somebody like that.
Nobody knew Cat was even on the block.
But that's the thing. It comes up, so you deal with it as it comes up. I just feel like same thing. They're going too nostalgic. They got rid of.
But let's play devil's advocate. All right, you're gonna have to give up a boat for Cat. Like they're not just gonna be like, all right, Draymond and Looney for Cat.
Draymond and Clay.
I think you got. I feel like they're not taking Draymond and Clay.
Like I said, like when they decided to live,
you have to give me Wiggins and like Kuminga or something like that with Clay.
Kuminga's no, but like when they decided that they were getting rid of Clay, get rid of Draymond, and you'll be in a better place. Don't pay neither of those two anymore.
Well, they already paid Draymond.
Yeah, that's where I'm going with it. Like
when they decided to pay Draymond, they basically told Clay, "You're out of here.
You're out of here." And they should have just trade them both right there. They're like, look, we're just gonna go newer. We're gonna try something else.
But you couldn't trade Clay unless you do a sign and trade because Clay's contract was up. So he was walking.
Yeah. Before
same thing with Draymond, his contract, unless you did like a sign and trade.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, who the heck is gonna want Draymond Green at an old age? And there's no offense to him, but he's like,
but he's valuable to a championship team. Like Draymond,
to what team?
Like if you're like not as like a starter, but if you're in a championship, I think Draymond still could help you.
As a veteran, as a veteran, like a Haslam role.
Put Draymond in Minnesota. You think that works?
He's fighting him and Rudy Gobert. You gotta put them on the same team.
I'll trade Gobert. Like I don't care about Gobert.
Then who's gonna be your center if you trade Gobert?
Draymond. There's plenty of. I'll pick Draymond over him. No, I'm just playing. But I'll figure it out. But Draymond in that team like that, that's young and needs like.
But what happened with Jimmy in Minnesota?
What was that about? That
same. He won his money. That's basically
every time Jimmy leaves is about money.
But he was saying they were soft as well. He was saying like they were soft, they're getting paid. I want my money. But then his whole fight with them was they were soft.
But he was right.
He was right,
He
but,
was right.
but it didn't work out in his favor.
No,
So what I'm saying is you're gonna put another guy like that. If you're gonna throw him anywhere, I said throw him in Miami.
Draymond in Miami, I don't know. Pat is not gonna deal with his shit.
Well, that's what you need. You need that type of like that. Draymond's a dog. You need you need to put him in a team where he's around other dogs. Like if you put him in a team that's gonna mentally break, like
it's not. He's gonna end up break him himself. He's gonna break.
Something's gonna give. Like you saw what he did to Jordan Poole. Like that's gonna be a regular occasion. Him punching somebody in the face.
Yeah, but look.
I think Miami.
Terrible. That's terrible what happened there. But Jordan Poole's actually not that great of a player, as we could see. Like
he's averaging 20 a game right now.
But he don't win. It's like
no, he don't win. He's not a winner.
It's just points. But
if they had, let's say they got rid of Buddy Hield and they had Jordan Poole, because when Jordan Poole was over there, he was balling over there.
But the thing is, Jordan
that's why they
started
paid him.
feeling himself. Like he got to the point where
now they could use a Jordan Poole.
100%. 100%. They need more points. But again, some of these young players, they get an air to themselves. Like he believed, I'm the third Splash Brother, and like he started walking with that. Ice Spice, I'm gonna give you 50. Like he just got crazy.
He did get crazy,
and he got humble now. So,
but have you heard the whole story? Why, like, what happened with the whole Draymond punching him?
I heard it. I'm not gonna say I remember it, but wasn't because this dude did say some bullshit to Draymond and Draymond punched him.
But he says the bullshit he said to him was the day before. He got punched the next day, but word was that Poole wasn't even playing.
Yeah, he was like not even on. Yeah,
he was on the sideline.
Yeah, correct. But he was saying
but
something.
Draymond was heated. The word is Draymond was heated over another situation from home or something outside.
Outside of it, yeah.
But like I guess he was mad about that and then mad on this as well, and it all just spiraled.
I'm not gonna lie, like that you can't have those as grown men, you can't have that type of shit in teams like that unless you're gonna let me get my lick back. However that happens, then we cool. Like I could be you punch me in the face, and we fight. I could be cool with you. Like even if I lose, but if you sucker punch me and I don't get to, we can't be teammates anymore. Like we're gonna have to.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Like I said, I'm cool. Like me and you fight. It's a fair fight. You win, cool. Like you won.
But also Poole, like you see a dude angry approaching you, like you gotta put your hands up.
Yeah, like protect yourself.
You gotta protect yourself. You could tell that Poole hasn't been in that situation like that. Like,
I have a story, and it's not about basketball. I have a story with something like that. I was at a party one time. I don't know if you know. You went. Nah, you don't know. You went to different high schools, but this kid, he's a good guy, but he's like. Danny, there was 3 brothers. These dudes love to fight. Like when I'm talking about that's what they did. Like if the UFC and all that shit was popular back then, put these dudes in there. It was a lefty. There was 3 brothers. They just love fighting. I used to fight these dudes all the time, and they were bigger than me. Like I'm a sophomore, I'm a freshman. They're way older than me. And the bus, they used to try to punk me, and I was like, dude, you could punch me in the face. I'd rather that than you saying some shit to me and me taking it like a bitch.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm going to fight you. Like, I don't care how many times I get my ass kicked. And they used to kick my ass all the time. But they build a respect for me. After a while, they're like, you know what? This dude got hard. Like, they didn't mess with me after that because they knew him look, no matter how many times we kick his ass, he's still willing to fight us every time. Point blank. And now that was that's the type of person I am. And we grew respect for each other. Because of that. But me and this dude, senior year, he graduated. I was a senior already. We went to a party. And he keeps telling this, there was an argument that happened, and Danny's telling this dude, we could talk. You stay over there, I stay over here. Don't get close to me. And everybody's freaking out because he's telling this dude, this is a street guy that's used to fighting, so he understands. So everybody's tripping at Danny because he's telling them, yo, I'm cool as long as he speaks to me over there. I don't want him close to me. I don't want to get sucker punched. So he's wilding out and telling everybody and he's right. And I'm telling people yo, he's good. Just listen to him. Don't push this. Just listen to him. Just stay over there because this dude's going to knock you the fuck out. And I know this is what's going to happen.
Yeah.
So I'm in the middle trying to tell everybody yo, he's cool. He just doesn't want him next to him because they're arguing. So he just like, all right, cool. Like, just stay away from me. We could talk, but you stay over there and I stay over here. Don't get on my face. And everybody was yelling at him. And then dude got on his face and then he just punched him. I'm like, what do you guys expect? Like, that's what's supposed to happen.
Yeah,
like,
no. If there's some sort of confrontation, you're not gonna let somebody get within arm's length.
Yeah, and then everybody's like, "Oh, Danny's the bad guy." I'm like, I don't think he was the bad guy. I think he told you guys what was up, and you guys didn't listen. He's a street guy. Like, he's used to fighting. He's used to getting into fights. So this is what happened. So he was trying to tell y'all. Like, so that's the same thing with Jordan Poole. That you don't just let somebody like with that temper get on your face and you don't even are ready to protect yourself or nothing. Like, that's stupid.
Yeah. He should have kept them at a distance, but he let them get too close. But still, I mean, also Draymond shouldn't have punched a teammate.
No, you can't.
Especially when you know this kid isn't like that.
Yeah, and you're his vet. Like, you said it. Like, that was your guy. Like, you don't. And he's smaller. He's a smaller guy. Like, come on, you don't. Younger, smaller guy. As a vet, you don't do that. So,
but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I like I said before, I like the Curry approach of like, you know what, we'll you know, I mean, you don't gotta, move heaven and earth for me.
I commend that. I respect it as long as you figure out a way for us to win. Because, all right, so like, let's say Curry just wastes his last years there with no competing.
Yeah, but how do he waste his years there?
But if he's not like, I'm talking about the
like, I'm giving
years.
you, if I'm the owner, right?
Yeah,
I'm giving you whatever $40-50 million a year. You get like,
but the thing is, these players play for champ. Like, if like he was, like, I think Kerr was talking about it. Like, oh, Steph is a little bit upset because we're not competing. Like, we're not. He's used to competing. Not competing. Steph is gonna like. He's not gonna want to play. He's gonna, it's just not. He's not playing for money.
Then do what Jordan did: retire and get your ass out of there.
I don't want that either. But like, at that point, that's what he has to do. Because like I said, is like Stephen A. was saying. Don't waste. Like, we're gonna have Steph Curry there playing great still playing great basketball, not making the playoffs. I don't want to see that. Yeah,
but what? All I'm saying is winning isn't guaranteed. There's only one winner.
True.
So,
but at least compete. Like, if you're not competing, why you? This is my.
Yeah, but that's the thing. They have pieces to compete.
Exactly. So make it happen. Like make
a lot of it isn't making moves. A lot of it is these guys just need to play. What are they doing?
Oh, true. You mean like they already have good players there?
You got Kuminga. You got Wiggins. You got this. I forget this other, the big guy that's playing over Looney now.
I agree with you. Like
they have a lot of pieces. Like they have the guys to compete. Like, if you look at them and you look at Memphis and you look at the Rockets, why can't they be a top 3 team?
The thing is that Wiggins, I don't know what's up with Wiggins. Like, after they won the last championship that they won.
I know he has some issues with some family issues. I don't know. I hear stories all over the place. I don't even want to say anything.
Yeah. It's wild.
I don't really know what it is, but it's a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, it's some wild stories, and we're not even gonna mention it. But like, he has that history. Even before this, he has that issue of like, just when he was in Minnesota, like, just a great talent, but doesn't have the drive to, like, I don't know.
Yeah. But what I'm getting at is this, right? What I want to get at is, we've had great players. Let's put example Tim Duncan. There was stretches of time where he wasn't winning.
He wasn't winning, but they were competing.
I mean, they made the playoffs last year, didn't they? Right? Didn't they? Actually, yeah,
they made the playoffs last year. But we're gonna, like, this year. I don't know. They ain't making the playoffs. I don't think, unless something happens.
They might not. Who knows? But what I'm getting at is, like, there was years where Dirk's teams weren't that great. There was teams with Tim Duncan. Like, we didn't make this whole, like, you're wasting Dirk's life over there. You're wasting Tim Duncan's. You're wasting.
That's in a sense.
Kobe's life is being wasted in LA. Like, make some moves. Like we've always realized that, there's people's time.
No, but that's true. But when Kobe last year, I was saying, like, yo, what's this team? What the fuck is going on here?
I didn't think that. I never heard anybody say that. To be honest with you, maybe you felt that way, but I never heard anybody saying, like, "Yo, what's going on?" Like, what I felt and what I saw, at least people around me, was like, they're just happy to see Kobe out there, knowing that he tore his Achilles and we didn't know how long he was gonna play.
I just hate, like, when Kobe was playing and the team was bad, he was just trying so hard and he had no help. I couldn't, like, it was just like, damn. It's hard to see because Kobe could have lasted longer.
Yeah, if he didn't have
in
that
the
Achilles.
league.
Yeah.
And he rode himself. People were talking about why is he guarding point guards? Why is he playing all these minutes?
But that's what adds on to the legend of Kobe.
True.
Is that regardless of what the situation was, you still was gonna get that dog fight out of him. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna go out there and give you everything he had.
But as a GM, if I'm a GM, I'm like, all right, this dude still got it. My job is to try to build something that's competitive, at least competitive.
Yeah, but
that's my job.
Sometimes
I get it doesn't happen.
But sometimes being competitive means you got to get rid of assets that can make you a better team when he leaves. Because to be competitive, right? Let's say we get him another. You can't get him another star because you don't have anything to really get him another star with.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's like Stephen A. said, it's hard to doesn't mean you're gonna win.
Yeah, I'm saying it doesn't mean you're gonna win, but you're gonna have to. I'm saying you're gonna have to give up lottery picks for the future.
You're gonna have to mortgage the future.
Yeah, you're gonna have to mortgage your whole future.
Yeah, which is
just make the playoffs.
Yeah, which is like LeBron's. That's his MO. LeBron's MO. Yeah,
and that's why when you look at those LeBron James team, when he leaves, those teams are horrible for 5-6 years.
They're gutted. There's nothing left.
Like Miami was terrible after he left. Yeah. Cleveland, how bad? Cleveland was getting the number 1 picks. That's how bad they were because they were such a bad team.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either.
He guts it all because to make him happy, you have to get this role player and that. And you don't even know if this guy's gonna work, but to get this guy, you're gonna have to give up picks from 2030. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So now you pretty much for the next 5-6 years, all your lottery picks are gone.
You're done. Yeah. Again, I don't think it should be a balance, but I don't want to see Curry play 3 years of his career where it's just meaningless basketball.
Listen.
Because what we're gonna say is all right, well, why don't he just goes to it? Then we're gonna talk shit because he left. I don't want to see Steph leave nowhere.
Well, to me, his legacy is already
I don't never want to see Steph leave. I don't care what happens.
Yeah, I'd rather him not leave.
No, retire, bro.
But if he left, I feel like I wouldn't criticize him in terms of I already know you could win your championship. If you left without winning, then it's all right. It's a different tier of champ.
Yeah, I wouldn't want him to leave.
I wouldn't want him to leave.
That's a nasty jersey. Steph Curry in a different jersey, that's nasty work.
I wouldn't want him to leave either.
Yeah, I don't want to see that. It's like D-Wade. D-Wade leaving is come on, bro. This is the Bulls jersey, the Cavs jersey is ridiculous.
Yeah, yeah.
No, don't do that.
Yeah, I think I like that whole era of guys, at least the star players staying with their team forever and retiring there.
What else? What else we got from the NBA? What about this guy is still in the news for the wrong reasons. From Zion. It's this guy is. I told you, I don't. At this point, I'm done with Zion.
I heard they're looking to trade him.
I would trade him. I get it. He's a great talent, but what I always look at is the guy's mentality, and he already has enough years where if he was gonna change, or if basketball is his number one thing, we would have seen it by now. I don't think basketball is. I don't think he plays basketball for money. That's what I get from Zion. I don't think he's playing for championships and to be the best. He's playing for money and girls and food. I guess I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't even know who should pick him up.
Oh, that's another thing. I don't see where, what.
I saw something about San Antonio, but I'm
no, not with
him
Wemby.
and Wemby.
Don't match. Don't match. No.
I'm I don't know if I would want him, and I don't know where to go. Some people, I've heard him, people saying him to LA. I'm him and LeBron.
Nah.
Obviously you got to get rid of Rui. You can't keep Rui.
Yeah.
Him and AD. You have to probably get rid of Rui.
Hey, send him
maybe
somewhere.
Reeves. You have to get rid of Reeves. I'm that's a lot.
Send them, or at least just let him play.
The default place is Miami, but I'm he would die in Miami.
Or maybe not. Maybe that's what he needs. Maybe he needs something some he feels like those players that you need a watcher. You need somebody to be on top of him all the time. Maybe Miami, but then again, he probably just get hurt. Miami would just probably hurt him. He can't. His body probably can't keep up.
Well, Miami, I think they have a 3% body fat. Or something.
Rules, yeah.
Oh, yeah, they have like rules on body fat.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's 3 exactly, but it's something low.
I mean, I don't think every player could get 3% body. I mean,
Pat Riley I know he has a body fat percentage.
Yeah. You have to keep up. And then, every player, I mean, Dwayne Wade was talking about it. I don't know if we could talk about Miami too. The whole thing that's happening with Butler, Miami. Dwayne Wade said is like, look, I hated Miami when I was there, but when I left, I realized I'm like, this organization is the best. Like, this other organization has it's just, everybody just does whatever the hell they want. Like, there's no rules, there's no nothing. It's like, you need the structure.
Yeah.
The way he says is like,
I like Miami. I mean, I don't.
Miami. I
think Pat Riley's stance on these superstars, like telling them no, like, nah.
I agree.
I agree with it too. I think more organizations need to do that because it's part of the reason why the NBA is where it's at. Is because all they do is tell the players yes.
And again, I wouldn't pay Jimmy a max contract. I don't think Jimmy Butler is a max contract player because of his age. Like, I don't think, like, if you want to be a championship team, paying him the max is wrong.
Yeah, it's age.
Like, pay him. Like, let's come up.
Not just age. Age is a factor. But
he
injury
got hurt too. Like, he got hurt last 2 years.
Age, injury, and honestly,
he's not number one material. Like,
he's not a max player during the season. He's a max player in the playoffs.
Yeah, and like, look, I get it in the seasons. What they make the playoffs.
But that's what makes up the max.
The max structure. I get it.
You know what I mean? Like when I mean, we've competed against Miami, so I've always had respect for them.
Yeah.
But like, how many people are like really like, I gotta go pay this ticket to go see Miami, like outside of Miami? I'm saying.
Oh no.
On the road?
No.
But if Jimmy was like that dude all year round, I guarantee you, like, more people would be like, yo, shoot, I gotta go see these Miami games.
That I'll give it to you.
So that's what I'm saying. But that's usually what makes up that max contract is that you're a must see TV all the time, not just in the playoffs.
Yeah, no, I get all of that, and even before when he was younger and without the injuries. Even if he didn't play it good in the regular seasons, just for what he does in the playoffs, because it's special.
Yeah, but I'm not maxing him out for that.
I'll max him out before. Now, there's no way I'll max him out.
I'll give him whatever. I'll give him the, I don't know what.
The second tier?
Yeah, whatever the second tier is, whatever equivalent for that. But like,
yeah, like, we got to be honest. Like, Jimmy was never like that number one option of a player like that. I get that. But like him getting mad and what he's doing, I don't respect it.
Like the dude, like no offense to him, but he's not making all-star teams. He's not making all NBA teams. No. But he's not making like defensive teams.
Yeah, it's the weirdest thing.
Yeah, but in the playoffs, he's freaking incredible. He's
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Like in the playoffs,
like, so as an owner, I'd be frustrated. I'm like, bro, you have all of the skills. Like in the playoffs, you are unstoppable.
But even if, let's say that's just his process for whatever the reason is. But let's say even if your team that are still going places, you still would hold it against him. Even though in the playoffs, because then we have players like.
Well, that's the reason. But that's the reason why they have these tiers.
True.
Like the reason why Jaylen Brown got his $300 million contract.
Because he plays all season and playoffs.
Well, the part of these structures is making all-star teams, making all NBA teams.
Yeah, correct.
So these is what qualifies you for different pay grades, whatever, different bumps, like based on what your accolades are.
Yeah.
Individually. So I'm saying this dude isn't getting any of these accolades because during the season he's averaging like 18 points a game.
I give it to you.
And then in the playoffs he goes crazy, monster. But there's no accolades for that other than the championship.
Exactly, and then he hasn't won. Yeah. So I get it. But then we have players like Harden, where like regular season he's amazing. I'm picking Jimmy Butler in the playoffs instead of Harden.
Yeah, but when you're selling tickets, more kids know who James Harden is than they know who Jimmy Butler is.
100%.
So wherever I go, I'm selling all these James Harden jerseys.
Tickets, everything. Tickets. Makes more sense.
And as a businessman, you know what I'm saying? Like if I'm a business guy, I'm going to pay more money for the guy who
generates money.
Who's generating me more money.
Yeah, that makes sense. But still, like, I just think in that, like, Jimmy should not be like, I need a max. If I'm not the max, I'm out of here.
Yeah, he was complaining about two things: the max, and he wanted more players. He wanted another star.
I agree with that too, though.
I agree.
Like, who's in Miami? Bam. That's the only player I respect, to be honest.
But that's the thing is, Jimmy also has to realize, right? All right. So I'm trading for, let's say, Damian Lillard.
Yeah.
And they say Bam and Butler are off the table. Who the heck am I gonna give him? Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson?
That's the thing. But okay, but then this is the thing with Miami. Then okay, so you're not paying Jimmy. You're not. Who you paying then?
Nobody until somebody walks over here.
So then it's like, all right, cool. Like at least, like I understand Jimmy in that sense. Like, all right, so I'm not getting paid. I don't have help. What the fuck? Like at least, like, all right, you're not paying me. Give me a motherfucker that's gonna help me with whatever. And free agency, make sure you get him. Whoever you think is that guy that deserves it.
Yeah, but the thing is,
pay him.
They're in free agency, right? The players. The players that they want aren't the ones in free agent. The ones that they want is like Lillard, but Lillard wasn't a free agent, or else he would have just walked over. I think Kyrie was another person that wanted to go over there, but he wasn't a free agent. Like I'm talking about, like these guys, they always have. Oh, Miami is on my list, but they're not free agents.
Yeah.
And then so when it comes to making trades, like how the hell is it? First of all, people are trashing Tyler Hero all the time.
I don't think he's that great of a player.
So how the hell am I going to make him the centerpiece of a trade?
Yeah, when
people
like Tyler Hero is a 6-man, like come off the bench 6-man player. Like that's the level I see him. He's a great quality 6-man. But
now if you're going to trade Bam, which Jimmy don't want Bam gone either.
Well, like you can't.
But that's the only way to get.
You have no team, then you're back in the same like position. I don't know.
That's the only way to get like if you put Bam in the trade,
then yeah, it makes sense.
Then you're gonna you'll get that Damian Lillard you wanted. But honestly, you think Damian Lillard was gonna do anything over there? He can't do anything with Giannis.
I wouldn't pick Damian Lillard.
But that was one of the ones he wanted. He wanted Damian Lillard. Kyrie wanted to go over there. Beal wanted to go over there. These are all three players that wouldn't have done shit over there anyways.
I don't think those are good players. Like I don't think those players. Like Kyrie's a great player, but Kyrie like. For him to be the number one option, no, I don't see him being the number one option. He gets hurt too much.
But like outside of those guys, like what Paul George was a free agent. He wanted Paul George.
When Durant was off,
bro, Durant was swept twice already.
But with Jimmy and Durant, I like that. I like that because Jimmy is gonna bring some tough. That's what you need alongside Durant is a player like Jimmy.
I don't know. We'll see if he gets traded to Phoenix. If that will.
I don't know. I already know he did a press conference and he's just clearly saying like, "Look, I'll play. My beef is not with the players, with my teammates." So Jimmy already said that. It's like, "Look, I'm gonna come back and I'll play because my beef is not with my teammates. I don't want to hurt my teammates. My beef was with the front office. It's not like you already know. It's like, look, you're not gonna. This dude." You can't mess with Pat. Like it's just what it is.
All right. Well, next year, whatever, when his contract's up, he can go walk to Phoenix and see what happens there. I don't think they're gonna do anything. But
no, Phoenix. I like him in Golden State.
I can see about.
I like him in Golden State. Like, but again, also that we're talking about like old Jimmy. I don't know what Jimmy got left. Like I don't know. We're not gonna know because he only plays good in the playoffs. So it's hard to judge it by that. I don't know what he has left.
The thing is, if he walks. Like I don't know, like him and like say if he walks for nothing, right? And he goes to say that you said Golden State.
Yeah,
you can't play like you can't have him, Kuminga, and Wiggins in the rotation. Like somebody got to sit down.
Yeah, no, I'll bring Wiggins off the bench.
So are you gonna start Kuminga and Butler, and then Curry?
Another thing is like I don't know, it's tough.
Somebody gotta go.
Yeah, they have to get rid of somebody.
Because you got
Draymond Green, like get rid of him.
Draymond Green. I think regardless who comes, I think the guy. I would get rid of him.
Yeah, I would get rid. I'll send him to Lakers.
Yeah, He wants to be with LeBron. I'll send him over there. Let them guys unite over there.
I think, like I told you last time, the big three is over. I don't think no big three name. No Steph Curry ain't winning another championship. I don't think KD's winning another championship, and LeBron for sure ain't winning another championship. So it's over for that era.
You think you think they team up before it all ends?
It doesn't matter if they do. They ain't gonna win. So if they want to go in history, I was like,
the reason why I asked that, right, is because it's like if them three team up and they are losing, who gets the blame? Like whose fan base wins this argument? Like
KD's gonna lose.
You think KD's gonna lose?
He has to lose. He has to lose. Like, did you see the interview with them three? KD was obviously the odd man out.
So you think KD's fans aren't gonna be able to win this battle?
Nah. LeBron got the media. Curry got the fan love. Is over for KD.
KD's gonna get
he's gonna get
killed. He's gonna get the Westbrook treatment.
Yeah, even though he probably gonna have the best numbers in that team. Like numbers wise, KD, his average is probably going to be better. His numbers are going to be better than both LeBron and Curry. But he doesn't get the respect because he's not a winner. So, it's just what it is. He'll be the third player in that team.
That would be what I would like to see before they retire.
Because you want to see them all three lose?
No. It would be not just that, but like it would just be interesting to see how their fans like.
I don't know,
because like usually the MO with like LeBron teammates, like somebody has to get the blame. So I would be curious to see who would get.
To be honest, the worst player there would be LeBron. Why? You want the ball on of Curry's hands. He's the point guard. You want the ball in his hands.
He's not playing point not one day on that team.
That's what I mean. Like I get LeBron could play good point guard, and you're gonna like put Curry as the pop and shoot guy, stand in a corner and wait for LeBron to pass him the ball.
To be honest with you, he's the only one that could do that. Honestly, Durant only does that. But I'm just saying, like, out of the two,
yeah, he's the only one that could do it.
He can do both. Like LeBron can't do that.
No, so that's what I mean.
So they're not. They're just gonna. He's gonna become Kyrie Irving, like Cleveland Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, but I think the team will function better with Curry as being the main focus with the ball because he's gonna create the most space for everybody. So LeBron's gonna slow down your offense.
I don't know why he doesn't just become the power forward, man. Just become Karl Malone.
Because his numbers, he worried about his numbers. Like LeBron could play more if he lowers his numbers. Be Westbrook, average 15 and 8 7 and 8. That you
over his dead body.
Yeah, like it's never gonna happen. So that's what it is.
He'd rather lose than average 25, man.
Nah. But then again, like I don't want to see it just because how we?
I'm just trolling, man.
I know. That's why I said it. Like you want to see them lose, but I don't want to see that just because all right. So if they win, they're not gonna win. But if they won, who gets the praise?
But that's what I'm saying. If I was to see it, it would just be for the drama because win or lose, it's gonna be a three-way fight because their fans believe that all three of them are the GOATs.
Yeah.
So it'd be like if they win, who gets the credit?
Yeah.
And if they lose, who gets blamed?
I think it's gonna be the same thing as the USA team. I think Bron's gonna do good regular season. He's gonna have the numbers, and LeBron is great. When the time comes, when it matters, Curry's gonna be the player or Durant.
That was a short period of time though. This is an 82 season, 82 games. Like I don't know. Like you saw LeBron started his numbers and everything started going down as the more games they played.
But yeah, and I see that for all of them. That's the thing. Like I told you this. I'm like it's the beginning. Like I want to see these old dudes later on in the season.
I thought Golden State was gonna do better, man. I think you called Golden State not that good.
All of them. I called all of them.
No, I called everyone. I called everyone other than the Warriors.
Yeah.
I was looking at Phoenix. I think I
you said Phoenix was done.
I said it from the first game.
Yeah,
I was like, I know it's early, but Phoenix looks terrible. Like they're just an offensive team. Like they can't defend anything.
This is the thing with that team. Like it falls on KD. Like it's so bad for him. It makes him look so bad.
Yeah, it does.
Because you're supposed to be up there with LeBron and this other dude. And you have a good team, and for whatever reason, it doesn't work. Like when you're the guy, it doesn't work.
LeBron ruined that man's career, man. His legacy.
You think so?
Well, think about it. Let's put it in this perspective. Like think what LeBron did. LeBron went to Miami.
Yeah.
Right. If he didn't go to Miami and stayed his ass in Cleveland, KD probably would have won that chip in the Thunder because he went to the finals. If they didn't form that super team, he probably would have won his first chip in OKC and probably would have stayed there with Russell Westbrook. And Harden probably would have never left either. They probably would have been like, "Oh, we got a championship team. We got to keep them together." They let Harden go for $1 million?
That is I think he wanted the worst trades ever. Like
I think he wanted like
$4
million or something or $5 million. And
they're over $1 million. They just it's the worst. It's crazy. It's crazy.
But if they would have won the chip, they probably would have been like, "Yo, pay him his money."
Could be, but I think...
and then another thing came out. I think it was on a podcast. They were saying that LeBron was in Harden's ear after that. Like, "Oh man, you're good enough to have your own team."
I see it playing mind games, but I think this is the thing. What I don't like saying like LeBron ruined his career because if you're that guy, you win anywhere. And this guy hasn't won with no matter what you give him. The only time he won was with Curry. After that, like he's been on great teams, and it seems to.
But you're proving my point. See, if he would have won then, you wouldn't be saying this.
Well, I think, maybe. But then again, I see him having issues with him and this guy were gonna clash.
Well, that's the thing is, I think if they would have won,
maybe they
don't clash. We got a chip under our. Let's get back to what won us the chip. Remember when I was the guy?
Exactly. I don't know, but I don't know, man. Like them losing also, like losing to Golden State after
that was a crusher.
It's like,
but that's the thing is like when LeBron made it okay, because like LeBron went to Miami, he loses, then he wins 2 in a row.
Yeah,
KD's like, what the hell is going on, man? Like,
Yeah.
yo, this dude's over here doing whatever he wants, and they call him king. Like, let me just do the same thing.
Exactly.
So then that made people say that's the weakest move ever.
But
so then he did that, and then it makes it worse because he hasn't done shit after that.
I know me and you disagree on this, on what I'm gonna say next, but yeah, LeBron might have ruined his career, but he also fucked up LeBron's career.
Yeah, back. That was payback.
Yeah, it's payback.
Payback.
Because like I said, I don't think Golden State, if they don't have KD, they ain't beating LeBron.
No, they wasn't. But that's payback. You started this.
Yeah.
And he finished it.
It's good for me and you though, because imagine Durant never goes there and LeBron wins 2 more chips. Even I don't think he's going to win 2,
yeah,
but maybe one
LeBron's first 2 was some bullshit he did.
Yeah, but people don't look at it. That's because it's LeBron. People
I always
don't look at
it. I say those first 2 were bullshit. The last one was Mickey Mouse, and then I give him the third chip he won.
I'm fair. People hold it against Kobe, the championships that he won with Shaq, and that's why people don't put Kobe. Not me. People don't put Kobe up there because of the whole Shaq thing. It's the same thing with LeBron's first 2 championships. You can't really like give him that much credit. Like you got Dwayne Wade on there.
Yeah, but that's true. But I give Kobe way more credit because he was there.
Oh no, he didn't.
He didn't run around.
Yeah, exactly. He didn't like.
And when he
fade or like in the finals or anything like that.
And there was moments in there where Shaq was fouled out and Kobe had to win the game on his own.
Look, Shaq said it. Like, look, I needed the guy to finish. Shaq himself said it. Like, I needed this guy to finish.
In the fourth quarter, you really couldn't go to Shaq because of fouls, and he couldn't make free throws. So they went a lot to Kobe to close these games out.
Exactly. There was one game, I think it was, where same thing. Shaq fouled out. Kobe went to Shaq. Hey, big man, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Like, so that's an interesting thing of like those moves don't happen. Like, what happens with NBA history? Because
I think we get more of what we saw before that, where you get dynasty teams and people staying where they belong.
Yeah.
Because that's what everybody said. Like, oh shit, you could do that.
Yeah. And to be honest, like I said, look, LeBron is great. Like, I'm not a LeBron hater, but I think LeBron still wins if he like. I don't know. I don't think he wins in the Cavs.
I think he wins in the Cavs.
I don't know because
he got to the chip.
Yeah, but it's like I go back to the same thing with like what happened between the managers. I don't think they could like solve that.
He went back. I mean, you can't use that argument if he came back.
But he went back not for them.
You can't say these guys did be dirty and then come back. And
he did it for the people. He did it because imagine that.
Then why didn't he just stay for the people?
It's tough. I'm not a champion either. Like I can't do it.
Nah, man. You can't come back after saying that was the excuse of leaving.
It depends. If that's my hometown, as a fuck you to the owner, I'm like, I'm gonna come back, but this is my team, and that was his team. There was no owner saying nothing there when LeBron was there.
I think he would listen. Before he left, they were like the number 1 team in the East. I think at the time they were the number 1 seed. I think back-to-back years.
Yeah.
Before he left. The Celtics were getting old.
Yeah, you got a point there, but I just.
And then the next team he had was Orlando with Dwight Howard.
Yeah,
Miami was pretty ass at that time.
Yeah,
they weren't good.
I mean, another thing that LeBron did, which is, I said it to you, Dwayne Wade was my favorite player. LeBron extended Dwayne's career. Because if you think about it, like Dwayne Wade wasn't playing big games, like only in the playoffs. If you look at his regular season, like he played like 40 games, I don't think he reached 50 games in the seasons that LeBron was there.
No, he probably he did.
He was hurt. He was hurt. Like he was trying to get back into. He was good for playoff time because he was taking all these times off.
Yeah, but this is about LeBron though.
No, I get it, but that's what I'm saying. Like it's one of those things where like maybe I don't know. He goes to another team, he wins. I don't see him winning in the Cavs. Like with that,
I think he wins with the Cavs. I think if he stayed there, I mean, looking at the Cavs now. Right? See what the team they built.
True. You know what? You're right.
They're obviously right now, capable of putting a team together.
They're there now. So
and what people don't realize is when LeBron got on Cleveland, and I'm not putting that they missed the playoffs on LeBron, but I'm saying that was a pretty solid team that should have made the playoffs. His first year in Cleveland. They had Ricky Davis, Darius Miles, Carlos Boozer. They had Gauskas, who was an all-star, LeBron James.
That's true too, but I also heard that they didn't like LeBron.
A lot of people didn't like Jordan. They still won.
Well, yeah, but it's different because when Jordan went into that team, there was nobody in the Bulls. Like
they still went to the playoffs. I'm saying make the playoffs. I'm not saying win a chip. I'm not saying win a series. I'm saying Melo got on this team and they went. You're right. They made the playoffs in the West.
You're right, but
the East was weak.
But that's what I mean by like LeBron. That's what we hold LeBron like. That's.
But I'm not holding it against him. I'm just saying that. When he came in, they had an okay team to make a playoffs.
Yes,
and I'm not saying that they missed it because of him or whatever. But I'm saying is what I'm saying is that organization has had abilities to put a team around.
I don't know.
I mean, they put it when he went back. They gave him Iman Shumpert. They got Kevin Love. Gave him all.
But that's. From what I understand, that's LeBron asking for all of this. Like he's the one saying.
That's the thing. That's the thing about LeBron. When they make a good move, he asks for it. Yes. And when it's not going his way, the organization is not doing what they're supposed to. So it's like, which one is it? Are you the GM and calling all the shots, or you not?
But in that's the only time I say he's a GM, and in the Lakers, because in Miami we know, no way he's running nothing. That's why he left because Pat Riley said, "I'm not giving you that control." That's why he left.
That's the problem with him. You can't take the credit for every job. Like so if the stadium is if the arena is clean, so you don't mop the floors.
But we got to put it into context. Where were they when LeBron went back? What were they?
They were one of the worst teams.
Exactly. So all of a sudden he comes back
and they made a bunch of moves.
But who made them make these moves? You have to give it to him.
Yeah, but they could have.
He said, "I'm coming back." But you have to do this and this and this.
Yeah, but
he made them trade He made them trade Kyrie. Oh wait, not Kyrie. Wiggins. He made them like, yo, I don't want this dude. He was the number one pick, and he was like,
yeah, but they made the moves though. Like they're the ones who did it. I could say whatever. Yeah, I'll do this, and then you sign it. But I still gotta do it.
Yeah, but if LeBron didn't go there,
so
they weren't getting those players.
Okay, but all right, so he did that, right? Let's pretend that it was LeBron, right? Yeah. And they got Love. Okay, then what made them do Shumpert? Like, now I got you. I don't got to listen to you or anything you say. So then they went and got Shumpert and JR.
According to
from Melo,
LeBron did that too.
Yeah, but that's just him angry. But like, I'm sure LeBron was like maybe in the ear, like, yo, let's see.
I like these players.
I like these. I'm sure he was in the ear, but like, bro, like, all right, let's say this. I'm a player, and let's say we work together or whatever. Like, say we're in a company, and I suggest to upper management, yo, we should do all the. Like, you can't give me the credit like for you doing it. You did it.
It depends on how it is. It depends. Like if the player goes to that management team, like, hey, you have to do this. And if
you don't, what's LeBron?
I'm not coming here.
He's already there.
No, but before he got there, he told them like, this is the reason. This is how I'm staying.
Yeah, but I'm saying after the fact, right? They went and got him all these other players.
Yeah,
because his first year there, they lost.
Yeah, but the thing is, while he was there,
and then after they were getting all these other pieces.
Correct. But some of those players wouldn't go there unless LeBron was there, because they're like, I'm not going to.
No, but I'm saying they traded for some of these players. I'm saying
for Kevin Love and Shumpert and them.
No, I'm saying Shumpert. I'm not talking about Love. Love, like the Love. All right, whatever. If you want to say that that was part of
Love ain't going to Cleveland if LeBron is not there, because who's going to Cleveland to lose? Like, you're not gonna get nobody into Cleveland.
Yeah, but you can't give him all that credit for that move. Like the organization.
No, they had to listen.
Like LeBron wasn't on the phone like negotiating the deal.
No, of course not. Okay, I get what you mean. I get what you mean in that sense. Like they had to.
Like you can't get. He wants credit for like
work.
everybody's job. Like if the popcorn guy is handing people's popcorn on time, he wants
LeBron
credit for that.
Could say what he wants doesn't mean it's gonna happen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like
in that sense, I get what you.
Like you can't get credit for everybody's job, bro. Like you like that makes no sense.
No, and the reason why like the issues he's had is for that reason, because teams have given them this control. The team that he won the most is Miami, and he had no control. You know what I'm saying? He just
he had the least control.
He had to just get where he
wanted to get rid of the coach. I said no.
Exactly. Like it's not happening, and that's good. And like for LeBron, that's good. But
all I'm saying is that Cleveland, they have clearly showed us the capability.
Yes,
to put a team together.
For sure. For LeBron to try to get credit for that is crazy. Is wild. Yeah, like that's crazy. Like that you said it earlier.
Oh,
like,
that was like wild. He said that. He's like, he said we like the trends that he set. We
set the trend. Yeah,
I'm like,
it's like you can't set it like 10 years later. Like, come on. Like,
I'm like,
no,
bro, you haven't been on that team since what 2018.
Correct.
And it's a brand new team, same organization.
Nobody, and if you would have said, I left, but I left them something. You left nothing. So
yeah, if it was like if he was there last year and then he left, and it was the same exact team before he left,
exactly.
Then I'd be like, all right.
Like but it's so many years removed, and you left them nothing to work with. Yeah. So they had to build from zero when you left. So you can't take credit for that.
But I still stand on that. I think he would have won a couple chips in Cleveland if he would have just stayed, never went to Miami, and I think we would be having a different conversation.
I think
I still think
it would have helped them out. Because I think he still would have been in the conversation for the greatest of all time to some people. Even if he didn't go to any others, he would have still been in that conversation. So he didn't have to like hurt the whole NBA the way he did to get the extra chips that mean they're still not going to put him over the top.
Yeah.
Like LeBron wins 2 chips less. He's still LeBron James.
But those would have been respectable chips
more respectable.
That we would have been like, all right.
Yeah, exactly. So, I don't know. It's tough. I just can't wait for this guy to retire. I can't wait for all 3 of them to retire, to be honest. Curry, I like Curry. I like Curry's attitude, so I'm not like hoping for him. I just want the NBA to focus on somebody else.
Yeah, I think we need a restart.
Exactly. Like, just pick 3 new guys, please. Let's pick 3 new guys.
Like, yeah. I mean, I have no issues with Steph, but it is time.
Because it's just like, all right, these dudes are like, we need to focus on what's next.
And then the funny thing is that they'll be like, but they're the most watched. And it's like, yeah, because they're the most on TV.
Because you guys, like, I mean, shit.
Like if I air these 3 guys the most,
yeah,
like if you turn on a national TV, like 80% of the chance is gonna be one of those 3.
Exactly. And it's not saying that they're not even the best players in the league right now. But you guys are still focusing on them.
It's like the Christmas Day game, right? When they got smoked too by 2 football games on Netflix.
Exactly.
But they're like, oh well, the most watched game was the Lakers versus the Warriors. But I was like, they played at 8:00 after the NFL was done.
Exactly.
Nobody they weren't if they really believe that smoke. Why didn't you play it during the NFL game and see what was really
happened? Exactly. And then I was gonna say something. Give the shine to the players that are up. I was gonna say Shea Alexander. Just weird though. Like on the court, great. Some of the stuff that he wears, I don't agree with.
Yeah, I don't agree.
His game is great, right?
His game is phenomenal. Phenomenal game.
Yeah, so some of these and that's what I need by what I mean by we need a new GM because
you mean a new commissioner.
Commissioner, sorry, yeah. They should say, hey, yo, dude, you can't wear this. This is not allowed. Sorry. Like simple. People wouldn't even know about this. You know what I'm saying? Like just make rules and keep to them.
That's what Stern did. He said everybody wear a suit.
Yeah, because right now it's like look, we have a lot of great players, but for whatever reason they find a way to not promote him, which we never did this to anybody else. We don't promote Tatum. No idea why.
They rather bash him It's crazy.
It's insane. Like
And then people like, he's a nice guy, but some people say he's soft, and I'm like, how is he soft? Because he's not like with a do-rag, and he's not like trying to fight people.
Exactly. Like that's
like I don't even know. Like
that's the wrong mentality. Like this dude puts up numbers against everybody.
When you need, like, you know what I'm saying? He puts up numbers. He's always making deep playoff runs. What else you need from him? You need him to be fist fighting people every game?
I don't understand. Like the guy works
he does his
under
job.
pressure. He's not doesn't like it does. It's not like he melts.
Yeah.
In the playoffs for you to be calling him soft. Call LeBron soft back in the day. Then like that more justifiable than calling this guy soft.
This dude has been winning since he came into the league at 19 years old.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Like I'm not saying he's better than LeBron at all. I'm not even making that conversation. But what I'm saying is he was winning.
Exactly.
Like. Is there a time where he wasn't getting to the playoffs and winning? Like,
exactly. And another thing is, like, remember, this guy has been able to put up numbers in a good team. He's in a good team. He still manages to put up numbers. Imagine JT on a team where he doesn't have the help. Imagine the numbers he'll put up.
Maybe put in some crazy numbers.
That's my point. Like, he will have crazy numbers because he knows he could win. He's not trying to force anything. He's playing the right basketball for the team that he's in. So I don't understand.
I mean, I think it's time to, you got JT, you got Shea.
We have Wemby.
You can use Wemby.
That's like
Ja. I think Ja needs to be.
But it wasn't even that crazy. Like, yeah, he
didn't do anything illegal.
Exactly.
I think it's the fact that they don't want to promote
the kids. I understand.
With the kids.
I understand that, but it's still like for the level of like they just stopped promoting the guy. Like literally, they just like gone.
They got to get back to Ja. We need Ja.
Exactly. We need him back, and then
we need Ja. I like Ant, but Ant needs to stop saying dumb stuff.
He talks too much.
Yeah, he says a lot of dumb stuff. But I like his game.
I like his game. I like the way
I wish he would stop shooting so many threes and start getting back to that mid-range game.
I think he did. I mean, I think he is. In the last few games, I don't know if you watched, but the last few games, his trees they won like few more games, and also he's not shooting that many threes, and it's helping the team because he's kicking it out. He's making plays. But when you're just shooting threes, you're not making plays. You're making it easy for the team, for the other. All right, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna beat us by yourself with threes. So go ahead. But when he's driving, like you said, the mid-range game, it opens up the rest of the team.
Yeah.
It's better. I mean, his team sucks, but it's better than just jacking up threes. So
then you have who else? You have Brunson. Brunson's a dog.
Brunson's another player that you could promote. You don't hear nothing crazy from this guy, and he's definitely not soft.
He's not soft. He just fucking plays hard.
Exactly. So
I mean, there's just so many names that you could just keep just rambling off.
Exactly, and I know Jokic is not from America, whatever. But
Jokic. I mean, I can't believe we didn't even mention Jokic and Giannis.
Exactly. I mean,
yeah, Jokic and Giannis. I don't know. I mean, it's because they're not from America. That's probably what it is.
They're not from here, but because
logically
language and that stuff, like especially,
but they speak English.
But it's they have their accent. Like,
Jokic is hilarious.
He is. It's hilarious in a way of like I don't give a fuck about basketball. So that's
Jokic plays basketball like it's a job. Like it's a job. Like he wants to punch out and fly back to his country. Like he doesn't even want to be here.
He don't care. He don't. He is great accidentally. That's how I look at it. Like he's just great, but he doesn't love the game like that. I don't think.
Yeah.
And then Giannis, I don't know why Giannis doesn't get more push.
Yeah,
also, because he plays hard. He's great. Like
I think when it comes, even though Giannis logically should be a face or the face, but I think he doesn't have his game is not like pleasing, I guess, with the moves and shit like that. Like it's all athletic. I'm gonna jump over you, dunk on you.
I'm not gonna lie though, he's been shooting better. Like he somehow, I don't know what happened, but this season, you gotta. It looks good. His jumper doesn't look like nasty. It looks like all right. This is a good jumper. So,
but I think that's why they even though if you go back to the age of the centers, that was what everybody loved seeing. Like big man getting him the ball on the block, he's turning and dunking on people
and he plays defense. Like both of our point is there's plenty of people to pick from.
Oh yeah, there's so many people to pick from. You can go to East Coast, West Coast. That doesn't matter.
Exactly. Like, they make it seem like there's no great players and like,
oh, we can't. It's like, no, you guys don't.
You don't want to.
You don't want to. You want to stay to these three because of nostalgia or whatever it is, or is it because their agencies are forcing? I don't know. Like, is it Nike and Under Armour? Like,
I don't know.
I don't know who's calling these shots.
I never seen this happen in NBA before. We always got ready for the who's next, and we're not doing that. And it's a disservice to the game because when these players retire, a lot of these people that just follow players are going to stop watching.
That's another thing. Is that in today's age, we have a lot of people that follow players.
Yeah.
They don't follow teams,
yeah. We talked about that, and I fall in the category of I like following the team.
Yeah, I'm a Celtics fan,
Yeah.
so like that's my team.
Yeah, and
Like, there's players I like, but like I'm not saying that's my favorite player. Like I'm not gonna go with that team.
look, I understood, and it happened to me with Dwayne Wade. Like, these dudes are gonna retire. I still love ball, so like I'm just gonna pick somebody else to, you know what I'm saying? Like, these players are gonna retire. Like,
I'll be honest with you, in this era, I haven't been able to pick a favorite player.
Me neither. I'm not gonna lie. Like LeBron was never my favorite player ever. I've never considered LeBron like my favorite player. So like I literally went from like D Wade and it stopped. Like after that, like I haven't been able to pick anybody else.
Yeah, I was a big KG fan.
Yeah, KG. Yeah, that's the generation before. So yeah,
I like KG, AI.
AI. Yeah, AI was probably the reason why I even. Like when I came into the United States, AI was the guy. So like that's who I played basketball, like kind of sort of.
Yeah, like the guys that I liked back in the day were gritty. I didn't care about like necessarily all the like the championships and all that. I cared more about like, was this guy a dog? Like
is he gonna fight?
Yeah, is he gonna fight?
That's
what like if I look at the Celtics, if I was to pick a favorite player, it would probably be like Brown.
Yeah, same thing with me. Like I pick Brown as like more, but. I'm not saying Brown is better than Tatum.
Yeah, I'm just saying I'm not saying. Yeah. I got like the people I pick.
My favorite does not mean they're the best.
Yeah, my favorite doesn't mean he's the best player. My favorite means I like the way this person plays. I like the persona.
Exactly.
I like the attitude behind it.
Exactly. And we used to promote those type of players.
Yeah.
They might not be the best players, but we promote. You know,
yeah, because I can relate to that type of player. Like they're not taking shit from nobody.
Exactly. So
you know what I mean? So that's what I'm saying. Like if I was to pick like a player in the Celtics, it would probably be Brown because I like the way he responded to Nike, and I like the way he speaks his mind, and like he goes out there, he plays hard, he's back in people's faces. Like
exactly.
I like that stuff.
That we didn't mention him. That's another player that should be mentioned in those top guys for face of the league.
He should be mentioned a lot more, but they're not gonna.
No, that one I know where it's coming from.
It's Nike. Nike ain't gonna allow that.
No, you don't disturb the money. Know where you go. You mess up the money, you're not gonna get. And Nike's the money, so he's one of those players that he ain't going back on his word either.
But that's what I respect about him. Is that
that's what we like.
He stands on it. So.
Oh, before we end, did you see this whole thing about Maverick Carter starting a new league?
Oh yeah.
That was crazy. That just came to my mind, and then they're trying to say LeBron has nothing to do with it. I mean, I don't think it's going nowhere, especially if LeBron is involved, because we know competition is not going to be the main focus. But
you think LeBron plays in it?
No.
Like no, after he retires in the NBA.
Plays? Nah. I think he's gonna run it. I think he's gonna try to. Nah. For what? The second tier.
When a chip there, they could be already to the GOAT debate. Most chips get two over there. Because think about it, like right, this league is not gonna be as good as the NBA.
No way,
right? There's gonna probably be an LA team, right? He's still live in LA, win a couple more chips.
Dude, if he does that, I'll take him off my top 5. Like that's a straw for me. Like if he does that, I'm over.
Because think about it, like that new league, right? You're not gonna have NBA players. It's probably gonna be like a second tier.
Yeah,
it's probably gonna be equivalent to like a G League.
Yeah, I think that's stupid for LeBron to do. If look, Carter said that LeBron is not involved. But come on, nobody's gonna believe that. Like you're LeBron's guy, he's the money. Like come on, like he's behind the scenes.
Supposedly they're putting $5 billion.
Yeah, they're trying to get to that amount. They're trying to collect money to get to like $5 billion.
Do they realize that? I think was it the Knicks or something? That organization is worth like $5 billion
alone. Yeah,
alone. Like,
there's no chance for this to work.
and the NBA just got what did they get? Like it was like the new TV deal was like
a ridiculous
amount of money.
Yeah. Which we're going away from TV, so it's weird.
They still got their money.
They still got it, so good for them. But
so
that's another problem that we didn't talk about last time. Like viewership is down, but it's also the hardest time to watch an NBA game ever, because before we had cable, you go to cable, you're either gonna go AT&T, ESPN, or NBA TV. Those are your options. Now, Peacock, Netflix, you have there's so many ways that you could watch the game. Like it's just weird.
There's a lot of streaming. I mean, the streaming sites I use have those channels anyway. Yeah. So I watch it through there. I know that. I mean, to be honest with you, I mainly care about my Celtics. Yeah. So as long as I can get my Celtics games, I'm pretty good. Anytime I can catch any other teams, I mean, if they're on TNT or they're on like ABC or NBA TV, I'll catch it.
Yeah, but the thing is, like, a lot of people don't have cable no more. So like,
you can get streaming sites that have those channels still. Like you can still get those channels even though you don't have cable.
Oh, you can. Yeah. You don't have to pay for both.
Yeah, like I use YouTube TV. Okay. Right, and on YouTube TV I have TNT on it.
Yeah, YouTube TV does, but like let's say like they're going for like Hulu, like they don't have you're not.
Well, you gotta check to see what games they have.
Exactly, like certain games are gonna be played there only. Like
only? Are they going for only? I haven't seen that yet.
Yeah, something like that.
If that's the move, then they're gonna lose a lot of viewers.
They were saying I think it was Jeff Teague in his podcast. He was talking about like how like you need so many subscriptions to be able to watch every game, like or you're gonna pay for whoever plays your team, and that's it.
Because like I know that they have NBA TV, like they have a way to like have like a league pass where you can watch
all the games. Yeah, that one. But again, people ain't. It's just a lot of money.
There's a lot of money. But then like
before you pay $60, you watch everything. You're on cable. Like you're gonna watch whatever games, most popular games. You're gonna be able to watch them there. But now people don't have cable, so it's hard.
Yeah, I mean through YouTube TV, I'm able to see. But Peacock, I mean. Any game that is on TV, national TV, I'm able to see. I don't know what Peacock if they're able to see things that aren't in national TV.
Yeah, because the thing is, you have YouTube TV. YouTube TV still works like the cable does. Yeah, you get all those channels. But if you don't have cable or YouTube TV, and let's say you only have one of the streaming platforms, then you kind of because they only play certain games. So.
Well, the thing is, yeah. So if the NBA starts I know they're looking at Amazon Prime and Netflix and like if they had I don't use Netflix. So if they had games on Netflix only, I'm not watching that. I'm not paying.
Yeah, they were talking like I mean even the UFC was talking about it, like going because everybody's going streaming. Like we know this is what's coming. So even the UFC was talking about like going like. WWE now is on Netflix.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, like you could watch them live.
So they're not doing ESPN Plus. They want to go to Netflix.
Because that's what is generating a lot of numbers when you put them in. Like if you put them on a Netflix, the whole world could see. So like WWE is very happy with their results of putting them there. So it looks like. I think it was trending in that direction anyway for everybody.
I mean, that's a simple solution. If they all go to Netflix, you cancel everything else and you go to
Netflix. But that's what I mean. That's what they're saying. Like, pick one. Like, don't have them in all these places. Just
because one. I'm definitely not going to be taking all this.
Exactly.
Whoever has all the Celtics game, that's where I'm going. And whatever other games I can see, I'll see it when I see it.
Watch the recaps or the highlights out of it.
Yeah, because I'm not like. They're going to find out the hard way.
Exactly. It's changing for everybody. I just hope, basketball is my favorite sport. So
because right now with all the shit going on, you know what I mean? Like with the viewership, like I don't know if this is the right time to be telling people that they have to get 10 different streaming sites.
Exactly.
Because people are going to tell you the hell with that.
No, it's very easy. And the game is, the quality of the game is lower. So it's a lot easier for people to just be like,
like I'm watching like a 3-point contest every night.
Exactly. Anything else?
Me?
I think we got everybody, right? Who did we miss? The most important part from the NBA, I think, was Russell. That we want to shed light to since nobody else does. Other than that, I think we got everything, right?
Oh, I see. Did we? I don't know. Should we talk about that? The story, the Jordan story with the 16-year-old LeBron.
Oh yeah. We should.
I mean, it's a hot topic.
It is. I mean, again, this is the thing with LeBron. Like you said, it. Like this dude got to pick. You got to pick a side, bro, and stick it to it because he contradicts himself so much. And even when his own friends are coming and contradicting your own story, like I told you, Maverick Carter talked about that whole, scrimmage when he was 16 against Jordan and all the rest of these great players. And he said it himself, like LeBron was just average. Like he wasn't, not like LeBron put it, like I was unguardable at 16. That was not what his own friend said. So, what does that tell you?
Yeah. No, I mean, from what I've seen, coming out of his mouth and also from Ron Artest was, I mean, basically they basically let these younger guys play when dudes are tired.
Exactly.
Like it wasn't like he was playing like the whole time, like from the beginning. Like it was basically they let the young guys in when dudes are tired. So from what I understood was, all right, maybe they were playing for like an hour or so,
and then you come in.
And just because all these NBA players were in the gym doesn't mean they were covering you. It's a pickup game.
Exactly. It doesn't mean they're going all out. Like you might be excited. You're 16. You're playing. You might be going all out, and they're like, And
then another piece was like, I don't know why they have to turn this into a Jordan story because I'm like, the word was they were on the same team.
See that one? You told me that. I didn't know.
Ron Artest was because they obviously when you're saying, Jordan and LeBron were playing a pickup game.
Yeah.
Everybody was asking, are they going at it? And Ron was like, they were on the same team.
Yeah.
Which makes sense. I'm like, Michael Jordan was like 38 at the time, and he was getting ready to get back for the Wizards.
Yeah.
He was trying to get in shape. So you think 38-year-old Mike said, I want the matchup to be with me and a 16-year-old kid, or do you think he's going to be going after like an NBA player?
Knowing Jordan probably would know who LeBron James was.
Yeah, I mean, he probably didn't. I mean, he might have because he was at his camp.
Yeah, but I mean, Jordan's probably, by that time, Jordan's used to just a bunch of players coming. Like Jordan ain't paying attention to like
the only time I know Jordan one time he whooped OJ Mayo.
Yeah, but that's
because OJ Mayo was running his mouth
in his camp talking shit. So Jordan was like, "All right, I'll show you up."
So, but that's the thing.
And we know LeBron ain't gonna do that.
But LeBron said he was nervous going in, so he wasn't going out there talking shit.
Nah.
So if he wasn't talking shit, why would this be the matchup?
Exactly. Like you should have left it like Ron Artest left it. Like LeBron was like, we saw the talent. That's pretty much what Ron said.
That's what I got from Ron. Like we saw how good he was.
We saw the talent. Like we saw this guy was coming to the league, but that's it. Like not like I'm unstoppable.
Which is believable and it's true because like he was super talented in high school.
Exactly. I mean physically, yeah.
Kobe was busting guys up like in high school too. Like you ever hear like the stories of Kobe playing with the dudes from the 76ers?
Yeah,
he used to work out with them.
Exactly. There's a lot of stories like that. Like I heard this. Well, this is more high school. Like I think I just sent it to you with Kyrie.
Yeah, Kyrie.
Kyrie was an unnamed player. Like nobody knew who he was. Nobody was respecting him, and then all of a sudden he just fucking killed everybody. And he was unranked. Nobody knew who he was.
T-Mac was another guy like that came out of nowhere and then he ends up getting drafted out of high school. KG, AI, like it's just being a prodigy.
It's LeBron. Like everything about LeBron just gets enhanced, and then like they make it into this big thing where it's like, like he was just an average player.
He was a prodigy like everybody a lot of these other like top sought out players like the AIs, the Kobe's.
Exactly. Nothing special. So.
And it's a pickup game. Like I don't even understand why people made such
You know what I want to talk to you about Pippen. The interview with Pippen.
And, we forgot about
PVD.
Pippen.
Yeah, we
Pippen,
almost forgot
Pippen
about that.
Wilding out there, man.
Like he comes off as the biggest hater. Like he makes himself look worse and worse every time he open his mouth. Like, dude, you're ruining your legacy. Like I don't get it. I at this point I don't get it.
I think someone's in his ear. Someone's like, yo, you were better than that. Like, let him know. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody's like,
but it's like after you.
I know he could have said it then. I know.
It's like
maybe he was afraid of Mike. he might have been afraid of saying something.
I think everybody was. So I don't know. I just think it's stupid.
Because I'm like, that has to come from somewhere. You know what I mean? Like, there's some pent up rage coming from him.
I don't get it, man.
Well, the thing with Pip, I mean, and it's funny because like I was telling you, like he was saying that he never had a dinner with Mike. He never.
He's not. We were never friends.
And I'm just like, what is he talking about? Like honestly, like there's a lot of people you work with and you're cool with, and you see them, you say how you doing. You never had dinner with them. You never invite them over for Christmas.
Exactly. That's not a requirement.
That's not a requirement. Like you're coworkers.
Exactly. Like you guys, like even in teams right now, like team players tell you, like, look, I got my clique in the team.
Yeah.
I hang out with these players outside of the game. Other than that, these other players, I don't hang out with them.
Yeah.
And it's completely normal.
Yeah, it's a normal thing in the real. I'm like, when I saw that, I'm like, yo, Pippen never worked a 9 to 5, man. That's what. I'm like, he never worked like a job like in the summer or something. Like, and I'm like, that's just the norm of the world. Like,
and you're not his friend, but you're on video pointing at the guy's shoes and
begging
him back.
Begging him to come back.
Like I said, it just comes off as he's a hater. Like.
I think what happened was after they did all the winning, and it wasn't Mike, because Mike has never trashed Pippen. He's always credited Pippen. Mike has never called himself the GOAT. Like,
no, I never seen Mike talk trash about Pippen.
He's always talked about he's always talked highly of Pippen. I think what's happened is like maybe Mike's fans have said like, oh, Mike did all of this, and maybe Pip feels like a type of way of it.
It's
like
sad.
He's not getting his credit.
It's sad to me because I have so much respect for Pippen's game. Like I have Pippen high, probably higher than most people in his game. Like Pippen's one of those players he could play in any era, no matter. Pippen would still be a great player in any era. But like the way he's doing is just ruining everything. Like shut up, bro. You are the greatest number 2 in history. Shut up. Because right now it's just. Like, I don't even want to. Like I listened to that and I couldn't. Like even Patrick Vitt-David was like even laughing at some of the things he was saying.
Yeah, I mean,
like some of the answers he said, like he just did not want to give it to Mike at all. Like he would just not give an answer. Like when his back was against the wall, he would just act like a child and not give a true answer because he doesn't want to give it to Mike just for that.
Yeah, no, he's kind of contradicted himself a lot over the years, so it's kind of hard to like use him as a credible source of information because like you don't know if it's like from anger or if he really means it.
Exactly, like he switches so much. Like Patrick asked him, like you know, like you and Mike were like ever friends, and he's like, no. It's like, oh, I went to his house, and you went to the man's house and trained all the time. Like, what are you talking about? Like,
I don't know what he means as like what is his friends like? What is that like? Does he mean like go get a beer together? Like
I don't understand. Like to me,
he never invited you to gamble with him. Or like I don't.
Also, Mike is older than you. Like you know, like probably don't have the same like.
Yeah. Because Mike's what like 3 years older than him or so.
Yeah, it's like just different place. I think to me, it all comes down to money. I think that's what it comes down to. I think but it comes down to money and the credit.
Pip screwed himself.
That's what I'm saying. Like by him,
he jumped the gun and took that contract.
Jordan told him not to do it. Jordan himself told him, "Yo, don't take that contract." He decided he needed the I think it was like 10 years, like some bullshit. It was like 10-year contract with like $5 million or some shit. I don't know the exact numbers, but it's a crazy. And Jordan told, don't take 10 years. Like don't. It's your fault. Like you can't be mad at Jordan. And it's like you said, Jordan's never talked bad about you. Jordan's always giving you your credit. You know, he's never I did it by myself. Like, no, I had a great team. So it's like, I just don't get why he's choosing to go this route. Like it makes no sense.
Yeah. I mean, he doesn't even respond to the dude when he's like saying these crazy rants.
Pat asked him, if Jordan, like the last conversation, like what happened? Because Pat does his homework. Like he did his homework. When Pippen started talking about all this stuff, Jordan sent him a text message. Yo, do we need to talk? What's going on? Jordan did that.
Yeah.
What else you want? Like what else you want? He's like trying to talk to you and figure it out, and you chose not to like. He said it like, I talked to him and, you know, it is what it is. It was final. Like, he's like, oh, is it because of you that it's final? Or is it because of Jordan? He didn't want to answer. It's because of you. Obviously, Jordan has no problem with you, but you obviously have whatever against him. So like I said, it just came off as he comes off as I thought he was in drugs. Like I'm like what's going on here?
Yeah. Then all of a sudden he was like, Magic's the GOAT, and I'm like,
you never said that before.
I mean, you never said that before. Like if you believe Magic's the GOAT, all right, whatever.
I'm not gonna kill you.
I'm not gonna. Yeah,
Magic's a great player.
Magic was a great player, and if it wasn't for the whole AIDS situation, maybe he would have won another 3 more chips. Who knows?
Exactly.
I mean, if that's what you believe, that's what you believe. But like, why didn't you say this before?
Exactly.
And then he goes, it's because of the leadership. I'm like, his leadership has, you know what I mean? His leadership was there then.
Exactly.
He didn't gain more leadership now. Like, so like, why didn't you use that before?
Yeah.
The only interesting thing he said was like, he finally like was like, LeBron shouldn't be in the same conversation as Jordan.
He said he's better than LeBron.
And then he said he's better. Like that's where I was like, all right, he's making sense. And then he goes that he's better than LeBron. I was like, all right, Pippen, we're getting a little far.
Yeah, even Patrick Vidal was like, when he said that, he's like, you think a team like would pick you better than LeBron? He's like, yeah. I'm like,
Pip, I don't know, man. I was with you when you were saying they shouldn't be in the same comment. Then now you're saying you're better than them. I'm like,
yeah, no.
I would say LeBron is like a Pippen 2.0.
Yeah, like I told you before, like I think LeBron is a better Pippen.
Yeah, you've said that many times.
You need a closer, man. That's what makes LeBron like LeBron could have been the greatest if he actually had that killer gene like Kobe and Mike do. That I ain't gonna lose no matter what. Like and he just sadly doesn't have that. So it is what it is. Like he's a great player. That's I'm with Stephen A. Like you don't put him number 1, it's all hell's breaking loose. Well, he's number 3 now.
That's funny because somebody, one of my friends messaged me. I didn't know he was like a huge LeBron
fan.
And he messaged me with there's like a video of like I think LeBron. He's like dunking on. He gets his fast break dunk on Charlotte, the Hornets, and I guess then it cuts into like Michael leaving the room.
Oh yeah,
I
saw that.
I'm just like, bro, like first of all, you don't even know if that's from the same game.
Yeah, like it could have been edited.
It could have been edited, yeah. And secondly, like you don't. If it was the same game, like how do you know he wasn't leaving because he had to go somewhere?
Exactly. Like,
and secondly, and whatever. Thirdly, like
he ain't playing.
He's not playing. And at 40, Michael was dunking too. There's a video of him dunking on Jermaine O'Neal.
Exactly.
This is a fast break. Like, why would Mike care about him dunking on the fast break? Like, why would he give a damn? Like,
no, what the story should be is that, I don't know if you've seen that when LeBron was playing against Charlotte and he's going to do a fast break and he's the one looking at Jordan. LeBron is the one like trying to show off to Jordan.
Yeah.
Jordan's like, I don't care. Like, yeah, he's sitting there like,
man, he's an owner. He's like,
exactly. He's not paying attention to that. LeBron is obviously chasing this guy. So
I tell him that. He's like, I don't know why you guys always hating on LeBron. I'm like, and then we got into this whole debate, and I just gave him straight facts.
Yeah, no.
And I said, listen, I mean, you think he's great, that's fine, but to say the greatest, I'm gonna disagree. The dude has the most losses in the finals. He has the most. He's been swept the most in the finals. In international competition, he has 2 bronze medals.
Yeah, like I said, I've never had LeBron number 1. I had LeBron number 2. I moved him down to 3. I always had respect for LeBron, but my conversation to anybody, and I had it with you, 5 minutes left, who you picking? If you say LeBron, you're lying to yourself. You don't believe that yourself.
Yeah, no.
So I can never put nobody at number 1 with that deficit. Like, so you telling me the game's on the line, he's not the guy? Yeah, he can't be the guy then, period.
Nah, the more I watch, I was telling some people I'm dropping him down, man. Yeah, I got him at 4 right now.
Yeah,
maybe even 5.
3. I still have him at 3, but
I'm thinking
it went down from 2 because I had him at 2.
I'm thinking of putting Kareem above him.
I ain't gonna argue with you.
And then someone said Tim Duncan, and I was like, why not?
Look, I have him 3. I have Tim Duncan. I mean, I have him 3. Tim Duncan 4. That's how great I think of Tim Duncan. But
I have him for right now. I have him 4, but Timmy beat him twice, so I don't know. I got, and Timmy beat him old too. So
exactly. I think I forget. Tim is quiet, but he be like, I'm noticing through the years, like, yo, he used to
talk a lot of shit.
Yeah, I forget what it was.
But he would do one word. KG was saying he said he would hit you with one word, so it didn't look like he was talking shit.
Yeah, it's like, it doesn't seem like he was like that type of guy, but he was. He just didn't show it.
He'd be like, easy, like
yeah. I think it was also with Jokic. I think somebody said about Jokic, and he's like, well,
it was Jefferson who said it.
Yeah, he's like, I was old and I gave him work, so I don't know.
he said a line of I played him before he was he and after I was me or something like that. Yeah, and I still did fine or something like that.
Exactly. So yeah.
And he's like, it was somewhere along those lines. But yeah, no, Timmy, everybody, people say like Timmy was to talk shit, but it was like he would say it like one word.
Settle.
Like
yeah. I think
and like he didn't respond to your trash talk. I think KG was saying that like when you try to trash talk him, he just wouldn't like.
Yeah.
He wouldn't give you anything.
You're not gonna accelerate his game. You're not gonna play like you're not gonna make him play something else other than his game.
But the other underrated thing about Timmy is that if you look at Timmy's supporting cast,
yep,
these guys were drafted late in the second round.
They're great because of him. That's the thing that I always give. Tim Duncan, I mean, the Spurs is my dad's favorite team. Yeah. Even to this day, like, that's my dad's team. And when they were there, my dad always used to say, like, I don't care about Dwayne Wade. I don't care about LeBron James. My dad used to say, I don't care about Kobe Bryant. Tim Duncan's the guy.
I mean, I'm
not going to argue with him
I'm
either.
not going to argue with that, you know what I mean, at all.
Exactly. Like, I mean, the guy has 5 chips. Like, what do you want? Like, and he won in every era, basically. Like, so you can't talk trash about Tim Duncan. Period. Yeah. That's why I hate when people talk trash about Tatum, because to me, that's where he's
in that trajectory.
Yeah, like that's where he's gonna win all his chips. He's gonna make his numbers, and people are still not gonna talk about him like he's that type of guy. Like, it's crazy, but
I mean, it's wild, man. It's wild how people change the argument.
Yeah. What I like about Tim is that he never actually cared either. So
he's like a Joker. Joker didn't care either.
Not
he's like,
bothered by any of it. Like, whatever.
Yeah, he didn't give it like. I think they said he didn't even drive like a nice like a flashy car. He didn't dress like nice like that.
Still, the guy's rich. He's just like a regular dude. Exactly. So it is what it is. But I think we got everything right.
I think so.
All righty, my brother. Thank you very much again. It's always fun. I think we're getting better doing these, as time goes on. So hopefully we can keep doing them.
All right. Thank you, man.
EDJ Studios, EDJ Podcast, Fernando, another episode. Thank you very much.